Hi, my name is Loshiro. I create videos about minimalism and simple living on YouTube. Today's video is going to be probably one of the most requested videos I've ever had, which is about my makeup. For a really long time, makeup was the way I expressed myself. I just put a bunch of colors on my eyelids and did my eyeliner, and I loved it a lot. But over the years, I realized that I want to be portrayed as a little bit more mature, and I had to ditch all of that heavy makeup, and I created this amazing look that I do every single day, especially like for video or for meetings. I never really change it up because this is something I know that will go with all of my outfits. My makeup is part of my outfit. In this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step of how I do my makeup. It's not necessarily a tutorial, but it's more of showing you that you can do really good makeup with less products. First step, I need to wet this beauty blender. I'll be right back. Beauty blender doubled in size, which is good. I have my mirror just over here, so I'm going to be looking to the right of the camera or the left for you. I keep all my makeup in this bag over here. It is quite big, but I really like it because when I travel, I can take this and I can put stuff like underwear or shower supplies in here also along with my makeup. Recently, I've been trying to grow out my bangs because I really like this, but I want them to be a little bit more of a curtain bang. So during my makeup routine, I clip them back and that just kind of like keeps them in place. Every single time I start my makeup with my eyebrows. I have this beautiful Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow gel. As you can tell, it's used and abused, but it's great. So I brush out my brows first, and because I'm missing half of an eyebrow, just because of genetics, I am going to fill it up. Ooh la la! So usually I do my makeup, like I do my eyebrows really well, but today is just not my eyebrow day. So for concealer, and I use this all over my face and you will see me use it, I'm using this Maybelline concealer. Love this thing so much. I'm going to take this on a flat brush and I'm just going to clean up the top of my eyebrow. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now I am going to just fluff it up and make it look a little bit more natural by using this mascara. It's a clear mascara. And I'm just going to brush all my hairs up. The next step is going to be a foundation / my face prep. For my foundation, I use this tinted moisturizer. I, for the most part, have pretty good skin. I sometimes break out just over here, but we're gonna cover that up a little bit. I add a bunch of different dots on my face. This also has some SPF in it, which I like for the summer, and since it's very hot outside. Now I'm going to take this beauty blender and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap on my face. The next step is going to be concealer. I don't really do a ton of concealer anymore. I just put a dot over here, over here, over here, and just anywhere where I feel like I need coverage. And I'm just going to go back with my wet beauty blender. The next step is going to be using this powdered foundation. I don't really use a lot of it. I mainly just use a tiny bit to set it under my eye. And in places like this pimple over here, I want it to be covered a little bit more. Now I am going to introduce to you my favorite ever palette that I created. I went into MAC and I was like, hey, I heard you can create your own palette. And they're like, yeah. And it was so much fun. We created this everyday palette. These are blushes, but I use one of them as, I'm actually gonna open it so it's not shiny. This one over here is a bronzer, but it's actually a blush. Then I have my normal brush, blush. I have my highlighter and also my eyeshadows. As you can tell, these are empty because I haven't decided which colors I want to put on my face yet. So we left them blank, and once we're allowed to go out again, I probably will invest in some pink eyeshadow. So there's this flat brush. I'm gonna go into my bronzer, do a fish face, and just... Now I'm going to take a blush brush and I'm going to tap in a little bit of my blush, Smile, and just tap it lightly onto my cheeks. For my highlighter, I just use my finger because this is a cream formula, and I'm just going to dab a little bit on my cheekbones along with my nose and some on my eyebrows, just underneath my eyebrows. I'm going to take my wet spongy and just dab. And that's really it for my face. Sometimes if I feel like I need a little bit more highlighter, I have this palette over here. You can tell which shades I use more and which one of shades I don't really use at all. This is really nice if I want that like extra pop. I just put it a little bit on top of my cheekbones, and that's it. I am going to be putting some setting spray. This is a hydrating one. Okay, now it's time to do my eyeshadow, which is the part I get excited about the most. So first I'm going to be using a MAC pot. I believe that's how you paint pot. And it's eyeshadow primer. I'm going to be using my finger, just dab a tiny little bit on my eyelids. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and over here I have 4 different eyeshadow colors. And I find with these 4, I can create an evening look, a day look, any look that I would like to desire. So the top one is my crease, and that's what I'm going to be using. The bottom ones are mostly for my smoky eye looks. I'm just going to put this in the crease, kind of go back and forth. And I'm also going to take it down in the bottom over here to create this like cat eye situation. And I'm going to be doing that all with one color. I feel like the bottom needs a little bit more. And I'll do that with the other eye. For that pop of color, I'm going to be going into my highlighter. I love this gold color. I'm also using my finger, and I'm just going to dab that onto my eyelid. I haven't found that eyeshadow color yet to put it on my eyelids, but I find that highlighter works perfectly well. And I love it because you can use it in multiple ways on your face, and it's amazing. What I noticed with my eyes to make them pop a little bit, I really like putting highlighter on the inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to go in with a tiny little brush, and I'm just going to put it on the inside a little bit. And that's it. Sometimes when I feel like I want my eye to be a little bit more dramatic, I have an eyeliner. But today, this is basically my eyeshadow look. Another thing that I'm going to do to my eyes is put mascara on. I really like this mascara over here. I'm very sad they discontinued it, but I bought like 3 when they were on sale, and they were like super cheap. Since my complexion is warm toned, I really like going for brown mascara or eyeliner instead of like intense black, because I find that black is just like, it washes me out in comparison to brown, which kind of like makes me look a little bit softer and a little bit, it fits my style better. One last thing I'm going to do to my face today is lipstick. I am a big fan of lipstick, but I don't have a lot. I used to own like dark and black and light and nude, like everything, but I will take you through my lipstick collection. I have these lip oils. I have a lip stain over here. It's nice and bright and orange. Another lipsticks that I have. The last two lipsticks that I own are the matte lipsticks by Matte. I really love the formula. I really love the formula of this lipstick, and one is a little bit more pinky and the other one is red. You've seen me wear these in every single video. For lip liners, I have these two over here, a red one and a pink one. Matches all my lipsticks. This is basically it. I showed you everything that I own in my makeup collection. I feel like these products are the products that I truly enjoy and they just work for my face. And I know many different people need different type of products, but the second you find them is like, that's all you really need. Over the years, I realized I don't actually need to own as much as I used to, and you should experiment too until you find those products that truly work with your skin and for your face. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know which product is your favorite in your makeup routine. Also give me a big thumbs up and also subscribe for more videos about minimalism and simple living. Bye!